What is happening, everybody? It's been a minute since I made some content on the E92. Today's a pretty big day, so I'm adding pore injection today. So getting right down to it, I'm using Motive Reflex Plus to control it. Got the ethanol sensor harness, and I decided to go with the regular style manifold from BMP, and I went with the Bosch 750cc injectors. So it should be pretty simple. I already replaced the fuel lines and upgraded them to the Precision Raceworks one. I did that last week. That was easy. So all we have to do today is swap the manifold. All I basically have to change over is the throttle body, I forgot what this thing is, whatever that thing is, and then map sensor, and then I think the harness for the wires on the bottom, and that's essentially it. And then the rest of the stuff that I have to do is wiring, which would be we have to crack open the DME and tap a few wires. Should be simple enough. If you guys don't know, this is a stock N54 with ACL racing rod bearings. And other than that, it's a bone stock motor, 148,000 miles as it sits. To give you a little bit of rundown, if you haven't watched my other videos, we got a dock race top mount with a Precision Gen 2 6466. A little bit of carbon here, some eyelid covers. I got the M3 brace. I do rock the cowl, and I made the homemade M3 style, yada yada yada. Upgraded Rodbeck PCV, the BMS catch can, the N20 map sensor, just a standard VRSF charge pipe with a Turbo Smart blow off. Got the Turner coolant, the VTT power steering, the Paradigm oil filter cap. I got upgraded oil cooler, Mosselman, as well as the thermostat. What else? For low pressure fuel pump, I'm running the dual 450s from Precision Raceworks. Ran to a hob switch in my charge pipe. 7.5 step intercooler from VRSF. And I think that pretty much sums it up. You know, I don't know if I switched my interior. I switched my steering wheel to the M Performance steering wheel. Carbon trim everywhere with the RTD shifter. Perfect setup for me. Can't complain. I love it. Sitting on TEs, 18 inches. I'm a little worried when we turn up the boost though that I may have to start searching for a drag pack, so we'll have to see. I don't know. Yeah, let's get right into it. It's not going to be a great DIY because my engine bay is, I tucked a lot of stuff away, like that hard line for the vacuum booster is gone. I tucked all my wires back there, so this is going to be a lot easier for me than it is probably for you. Install this pore injection. I'm super excited. I already got the tune from CD919, so we're gonna run a flex fuel tune going from 93 all the way to full E85. I want to aim for around 22 to 24 psi. I think the car will sit happy there. I was maxing out the high pressure fuel pump on E40 already on the turbo at 17 psi, and it was moving, but I can't even imagine what 5 more psi would look like. So yeah, right now I gotta connect the ethanol harness that I have connected to my lines, and then we can start working on the manifold. Simple as that. So here's my ethanol sensor. All we gotta do is basically plug it in. Solid, pretty good. I can't show you exactly how the lines are, but they're under here. They were very simple to replace. Probably took an hour or so to do that. The longest part was taking off this under panel, but yeah. Okay, step one is complete. Okay, so pretty much I got everything prepped so far. So the manifold's all ready to go. I cleaned the block a little bit, as much as I could. I checked for carbon buildup. It's really not bad for me in like 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3 are a little dirty, but I know the guy that I bought the car from like 3 years ago. He had a carbon clean right before I bought it, so I'm not really worried. Plus with the pore injection, it should help with cleaning the valves. So at this time, I'm gonna try and get the T-fitting for the fuel rail onto the fuel line, and then the manifold is ready to go on. One thing I did forget to mention is that you could run that stock like regular bolt on the manifold, but I saw that on Precision Raceworks they recommend, if you're not going with the phenolic spacer, which I couldn't even buy because they're out of stock, you have to buy this cap screw M7 by 1 by 35, and supposedly it's a plug and play fit, so then you don't have spacing in between the bolt and the manifold, and basically it's not securing anything down. So that's just one thing that you have to get besides the manifold and the fueling and all that. So yeah, right now I'm gonna try to get the fuel rail. Alright, that was a little tougher than I thought. So it was not necessarily difficult. I just did a few mistakes. So I forgot to tie in the blow-off valve connector on the bottom over here. So I had to like dig for it with a wrench and tie in that up. And then also the catch can, I may have to get a longer line, or I may just have to switch these lines because it was tough to, I had to remove that, the breather thing for to get it under the fuel rail so that would fit. And after that, yeah, I got the T-map sensor on. We got the, I forgot which, it's like a valve something thing. I got the throttle body connected, charge pipe connected. We have the bar map sensor connected. The injectors are not connected yet. But essentially that's the last step that I have to do, is pretty much just install the reflex, upload the tune, add some 90, actually I gotta add some 93 before, because I ran the tank down to pretty much 0. So yeah, let's get to the next step of motor reflex. Okay, this is gonna be the first start on the flex fuel tune. I got everything hooked up. The reflex is all set up, it's tuned. I tuned the MHD, the DME with the custom tune, and I just put 3.5 gallons, I think, yeah, about 3.5 gallons of 93 in it, because that's what we're gonna start with as a baseline tune. So I'm just gonna start it up. It might sound a bit weird because of the pressure that was lost when I removed the line, but hopefully it sounds okay. running good. I don't see any fuel leaks by the fuel line. The fuel lines look good. This was leaking before. This looks good now. I don't see any of the injectors leaking. Should be good. It's looking good. So now I'm gonna go drive around, let the 93 cycle through. I emptied the tank to around, well, less than 10 miles. Like I said, 7 or 8 miles on the dash. So I'm assuming it was really empty, but there's probably a little bit of ethanol that I'll go burn off, I'll do a couple of laps while it warms up. And then I'll be able to do, Chris wants a watt pull and then just a normal driving log. So that's what we'll do. But yeah, I'm not really gonna film the logging process on 93 because that's kind of boring. It's gonna be slower than what I was on E40. But once we start going higher than what I was at before, which was 17, 18 PSI, then I'll do some logs of my reaction. But yeah, so far so good. It's running good. I fucking love the way this manifold looks. I just have to trim the valve cover, or not the valve cover, the beauty cover now, because it doesn't fit with the new fuel rail. But yeah.